was really interesting to see Jones versus Sonnen, as always, seeing as they are the Ultimate Fighter Season 17 coaches. We had John Jones. Well, this year it was a bit interesting. They normally do sort of athletic things. They didn't this year. Instead, they did. Almost, I suppose, like a, I don't know, building yard challenge where they're driving these big machines, big diggers. First thing they had to do, scoop up dirt, put it in a 14 long foot container. Then they had to stack some tyres, a set of 3 tyres that's moving from one location to the other, and balance one on top of the other two in a sort of pyramid them. They had to what was the next part? Oh yeah, scoop up a basketball and then stick that basketball within a tyre. So Chael Sonnen got up to a great start. He knew what he was doing. Filled the thing quick, got the tyres, but then just couldn't make that third one balance. Then on the other hand, John Jones went and got the balance first time, only just. May have been a little bit lucky in that one, not quite sure about that, but yeah. He managed to get them to balance first time. Then he ran over to the basketball and just could not get the basketball in the thing. Chael Sonnen swoops in, gets the basketball, drops it in a tyre first time round, and he wins the coach's challenge. Obviously, the winner of which gets 10 grand. The fighters on each team get 1,500. How much would you love to be a fighter on a team that wins? Imagine just $1,500 for nothing. That would be awesome. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that sort of Chael Sonnen seems to be winning these sort of things. He won the bowling. He's won this now. It might be a prelude to the fact that he's going to get his ass whooped in the fight, which is what personally, as an avid MMA fan and follower of the sport, I feel that's most likely outcome in April. UFC 159, but we'll have to wait and see. You can already see Chael Sonnen noticeably bulking up. You can see him getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And he's obviously going to need to. He's coming up from 185, which he had to struggle to cut weight anyway. I think he walked around about 220. But now he's visibly put on some muscle. Put on quite a bit of fat as well. He's probably going to strip all that off just before fight time. Yeah, so he might be something up like 230, 240 pounds. He may even be heavier than John Jones right now. John Jones walks around about 230. It's really interesting to see that there are heavyweights that walk around lighter than what light heavyweights walk around. Which is kind of strange. I mean, you see Rampage was quite famous. He used to walk around at 250 before he'd start his camps. Cain Velasquez, Junior Santos about 240. And that's their fighting weight. That's they don't cut anything for that. So it's quite interesting to see that, almost where the decision going to go. I'd love to see John Jones move up to heavyweight. He says he's going to, and I can't wait for that. I think that's going to be awesome. Can't really knock people out, actually. That's one of the things we're kind of seeing now. He doesn't really have knockout power, like one punch, boom, you're out. Those long limbs are awesome in terms of using them well, but in terms of delivering sort of the Dan Henderson punch, yeah, perhaps not so much, you know. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see about that one. It's quite interesting. But yeah, I'm really liking both these coaches on this season of The Ultimate Fighter, which is kind of strange. I didn't think I would. I went in, I have to admit, maybe to the opposition of quite a lot of people, a real fan of Chael Sonnen, and really not a fan of John Jones. I always think John Jones was a bit silly and a bit childish. We're kind of seeing he's not like that anymore, which is quite nice to see. Maybe he's growing up. I mean, imagine 25 years old, you become a UFC champ. I mean, how would you cope with that? Well, 23, I think he was when he became a UFC champ. World's your oyster, 23 years old. Yeah, absolutely can't imagine that. That'd be absolutely crazy. So who knows? But yeah, this has been MMA bringing you another video, not a fight review or fight prediction this time. Just thought I'd give a little commentary on the coach's challenge if any of you guys are interested. Please remember to like and subscribe. Keep your eye out for more videos. They'll be on the way shortly. I'll see you later, guys. Actually, I will see you just after UFC 158, which is in 3 days' time. Absolutely can't wait. That's where it's going to be at. I'll see you later, guys.